Sweet kiss, how I live. Now for go along. You take it from Peter to Teo, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know, a way to capsize. Sweet kiss, how I live out. Not for go alone. Human being can eat it, or a picture can eat it. Kiss, how I live. Kiss, how I live. Oh, sweet kiss, how I live. Not for go alone. You take it from Peter today, or Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You check it from me right today, oh mother will check it from you tomorrow. Fine, oh by your fine, may in your favor. Well, people do to you, you go to cry. I don't know for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. After me is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I have. Sweet kiss, I will live out. Not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Cause I will live out. How I live, not for go alone. Human beings can eat it, or a creature eat it too. Sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they're living, the better we grow. You check it from me right today, oh, Mary will check it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey, you take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crook, you know, a way to capsize. Kesawalia, Kesawalia, mama, don't for go alone.
Masisi akwa Bethlehem Judea segro son yame ibaka so me kwa kuriko wada me yabo ya no wada me yabo me kwa kuriko.
And so, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on location where you're joining us from. We'd like to say welcome to the Heat Tower program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Tower, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullets. Those of you to listening to us in French, we want to say bonsoir, bonne nuit, bonne nuit. Bonsoir, bonne nuit. Welcome to BKS TV and welcome to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullets. In tonight's edition of the show, we'll be discussing a very, very important topic here tonight. The SONA. Tomorrow is the President State of the Nation's address in Monrovia, Liberia. As a citizen of Liberia, what are you expecting to hear tomorrow in the President State of the Nation address. Very important. Liberia budget for the first time hit $1 billion. So we are expecting a lot from the president tomorrow, a lot of good news from the president tomorrow. In his State of the Nation address, we have Mr. Sam Saros Balies in the back. He will be joining us here very shortly. We're going to bring him on. And the CEO2 is also in the back. We will also be bringing him on very shortly. We ask you to share the show with other people. Invite somebody to listen alongside you as we start the conversation here tonight on BKS TV and also on the Heat Tower program. 7 minutes past 9 o'clock. We will take this break and be right back. Stay with us.
La douceur zaza usuiba mais son le yana tizaka kapiele Jido comme ça Ko Babylon ne le gunwa tizako ye Ko bluza obe wotogane Ja o chien comme I gongo chatia comme Ça babia comme peu Apa ou comme Il y a qui comme Concréation nous comme Papa Sada comme Hache nous comme peu Congre il nous comme Il y a ça comme Yé congre maté comme Je connais nous comme peu Non je sais comme Le bon je sais comme Le bon je sais comme Et je ne sais quoi bah yo
Kesa meka yetangina
Kwada me yabo 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 Kwada me yabo
Tekasa premier boloko
Kwada me yabo Kwada me yabo Kwada me yabo
Negusano nekane soya ya ponta esie Kwada me ya satine ya sota sepo Tiara boy Yamana senu bokale Mi amplese po Akbeme wia ya fipoa Soya ya ponta resio Mesa me wanu papio Timeno wada papio Na poto tlakale Deku Tiara boy Yamana senu bokale Meme kwa dokale Mwone ye kwe Jésus Christ bo Yatlana no kwa go wabao Mi akwa yo Ego Bethlehem, la nombo nous sonne. J'en mets pas plus puissant, pas d'amé yabo. Ah oh, pas de wete, pas de ya kwa la po. Waka wasa le pleni diaru. Ni ba me kwa yo mu, kare ase, ne bonne se di me kwa. Mi ane de kusen ngo karu ye bonne o. J'en mets kwa yo, c'est
Poisson, kwada me yabo 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 Kwada me yabo Zoti sabe Jésus Christ no me adene kwa ye kane So se mereto kuse awobo sika kayansu ye kapie diao Ko wado kwedo fure
It's officially 10 minutes past 9 o'clock in Liberia, 10 minutes past 11 o'clock in Rwanda, East Africa. Again, welcome to BKS TV. Welcome to the Heat Tower program here on BKS TV. Today is the 25th of the first month, AD 2026. Welcome to the Heat Tower program here on BKS TV. Like we said earlier in our intro, we will be discussing the President's State of the Nation address tomorrow. What should we citizens of Liberia be expecting from the President's State of the Nation address? It is very key to us because for the first time in the history of Liberia, if I stands to be corrected, Liberia has hit 1.2 billion United States dollars budget. We are expecting a lot of good news tomorrow from the President's State of the Nation address, alias the SONA. Welcome to the show this evening, CEO and Mr. Sam Balier. How you guys doing?
Good, good. Doing excellently well. Like you said, it's good being back again, and we look forward to having another great show tonight. Great topics to discuss. We had a good show yesterday. Last night was a great show, and we look forward to having our other panelists on here so we can discuss, what we have unfolding. But yeah, it's a great thing. I follow Speed. First, before we go to Speed, so Man U defeated Arsenal today 3-2. So that put we have defeated Man City. Now we just put a beat down on Arsenal today. So that put us the 4th place. When Kerry came and Michael came, everybody overlooked him. Everybody thought we were finished, with all that stuff. But I think Man U is back. Manchester United is back, and I'm convinced that we will finish the top 4 this season. Chelsea, we can't even talk about Chelsea. So even though we started late, but if we can finish 3rd, we'll finish top 4. Well, it was a good game today. I watched it from start to finish, and I like the style. I like Mike's style of play. I told one of my colleagues that the management of Man U made a mistake when I think it was Ole, when Ole left, the other player, what the guy name? He used to be a player for us. They brought him as a substitute. Van Nistelrooy, right? Is it Van Nistelrooy, bro? Yeah, I think it was Van Nistelrooy. One of them they brought, and then they left. So when a player play for a team, and then most of the time when they come back, they can be good. But I think Michael has a very good understanding of the game. He's used to the formation and his style, everything fit in. And he brought the team back. And when we keep up this pace, it's going to be a long season for the rest of the folks. So I think that's one thing that I want to shed light on. Good for us. I'm excited to see us getting back there. Now over to Speed. I know you guys don't talk about Speed, but I know Cyrus probably went after the show last night. He probably went and did some research on that and he learned a little bit about him. He was in Ivory Coast today, and I follow his show in Ivory Coast. It was really good, great stuff. I think it was organized. It was not as crowded as Liberia. What Liberia gave him, not as crowded as Liberia, but they had different tastes, and it was a good show too today. He had that. But I will stop there for now and let you guys talk. I have a lot more to discuss when it comes to that.
Thank you so much. See you again. Welcome to the show, Mr. Sam. How you doing? This game between Arsenal and Man U today. That game, something wrong somewhere. Something really wrong. Let's hear you, Chief.
Well, it's good to be back here again to share my thoughts and about the happiness in our country as we look forward to hearing from the president tomorrow. We'll be discussing some of those things that he's about to unveil to the Liberian people. What he have achieved, what the government has achieved and have not. So it's going to be a great debate after the SONA. I think the big question is Liberia better today than a few years ago? We will be looking, we will dissect the president's speech and we'll see what happens. But when it comes to the Speed, I did a little bit of research on him. Yes, he's a great young man and very energetic. I think he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire.
Yeah, his net worth is between 30 to 40 million dollars.
Yeah, so when he entered the People's Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, remember now he's not a French person. It's not a French-speaking young man. Ivory Coast is a very conservative country. The like to promote their own meaning, someone who speaks the Francais.
Right.
So when he going there, it was kind of a little bit different. The recession was not as compared to Liberia. But remember that Liberia, we like to take everything and make it our own. Pretty soon, Liberia will say maybe his parents from Liberia. So we like to quickly clean things to be ours. So
They already did.
okay. So I remember when that boy from Arico Casey, when they played the African Cup of Nations, they said, "Oh, that's our son. That Liberia is a Liberian," and blah blah blah. I was laughing, but good for us. Yes, it was great. It was great. When the game between Man U and Arsenal, yes, they both of them are not my team, but I think they say mistake can turn things against you. Arsenal defender turned down, and it leads to Man U scoring 1-1. I mean, making it 1-1, and then later Man U went pick up and from behind and took over the game. But as I always like to challenge things. My team was defeated too.
What your team?
Is it what your team?
Yeah, what are your team?
It's so funny. I'm a Crystal Palace fan. Those are my boys.
Well, you're not team ever, right? I got one of them, man, called Musa. Musa is a Bolton Wanderers fan. We're talking about sport, and he would kind of say Bolton. Team, yeah.
So,
I mean, they did great though by giving 3 points to Chelsea. We needed that. If we would have drawn the game today and Man U won her game, I think the table was going to be very terrible for us. Very much terrible. But after all, it was a good game in football today. Barcelona too also won her game. A really, really good game. Barcelona won against a Real. It's a Real Avodo. They play against Real Avodo today in the game ended 3-0. And Bramford and Nottingham Forest game two today ended 2-0. Crystal Palace and Chelsea 3-1 in favor of Chelsea. Newcastle United and Aston Villa 2-0 in favor of Aston Villa, and Arsenal against Manchester United 2-3 in favor of Manchester United. It was a great game. I was watching the game, and at a certain point in time, I had that confidence I predicted the game that was going to end 2-3 in favor of Arsenal. But some way, somehow, we just saw that go enter in for Man U.
So you want Arsenal to win?
Of course, you guys are ahead of the table. You can't be ahead of Chelsea. It's bad. At least you're leading the championship with us. We from the north side, you're living with us. You're the Manchester men and you're going to sit another way. It's been a while. You guys been winning. Manchester City have been winning for you guys, so you guys need to give it to us. But again, welcome to the show, all of you. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful conversation here tonight. Mr. Sam, let's hear you first. What's on your mind before we start the conversation? You are muted.
Again, it's great to see you all. It's great. Let me just say hello to the people in the Republic, the People's Republic of Liberia and the People's Republic of Nimba. Those on the radio line, I just want to say hello to you all. Thanks for coming and being part of our conversation tonight, listener. What is on my mind? What is my mind right now is President Baka. I am sitting here and wondering what Joe Baka is going to say, what he had accomplished over the past 2 to 3 years. What is he going to do different? And how is he going to tackle all the corruption things that in his government? When Joe came to power, the first thing he said was fight corruption. And also our court system. what is going on with the judicial system in Liberia? I know there has been a lot of cases part of, and we not hearing anything. Somebody been convicted or somebody been acquitted. Nothing. Those cases are part of. So what are they going to do to make Liberia a better place, a corrupt-free nation? I know no government is corrupt-free, but to minimize the corruption in the Republic of Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know you're speaking from the angle of the ANC, so I think it's going to be a wonderful conversation beginning today, tomorrow, after we hear everything the president has to say tomorrow. We're going to come back on here to critique all of those statements too as well. See you. Let's hear you what's on your mind.
So speaking of the ANC, Sarah, so what's your stand now? Tell us a little bit about ANC. What have you guys been up to?
But thank you. It has been a while since the election. I have slowed down a little bit with my matter of fact. I am not a full registered member of ANC. I was a supporter. I supported Alexander Cummings 2023. So far, since the election, I have been kind of a little bit observing, trying to understand where is ANC stand at this point. To be honest, I have not spoken to any of the officials since the elections, and I'm looking forward to traveling to Liberia soon, and then maybe when I get there, I am a son of Kakura Proto. Man.
Let me grab my pen and paper. We're getting breaking news. We got breaking news here.
A man who says to me, where I learned his ideology, I read about it. The play where sun shines is the play where you hear your clothes. If it's a better thing, we go for it. What we want is better Liberia. It's not about me. But I think I like Alexander Cummings' ideology of politics, and this is the same way I believe.
So you're more of a Cummings person than ANC?
Yes. The ANC as a party, but Alexander as a human being and Presidential Kennedy, yes, I follow him because his ideology of politics, where he criticized when necessary. When the government is doing well, he gives them the opportunity to lead, not like the other side where everything to them is bad. That's not the country we want to see. Yes, it's good to be opposition, but it's good to be a very objective opposition. I would start right there.
Okay. So you say this is the heat hour when you come here. I know you partners, but we gotta get those answers from you. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you say if more of you're going Liberia to visit and get do assessment and see what's going on there.
Right.
Or you quote Kakula Poto. So are you insinuating that there's a good chance that you may go to where the sun is shining? Is that where would that be if you look at all the political actors now, the political landscape, the political parties, like MDR, UP or CMC? Where you leaning more towards?
Well, it's about the country. My politics is about the country. If the country is going well in the right direction, why not join forces to make sure that Liberia becomes a better place?
And you think our current country is going the right direction now as it stands with the current leadership?
Well, again, we are still evaluating. We are checking. We are checkmating. We are checkmating the government, and we will be listening to the Sona tomorrow and the direction in which our country is. Then
let's put the Sona on one side. They've been in power for almost 3 years. You are Son of Nima, ardent follower of politics. What say you now? Give them a quick evaluation. Let's put the Sona on one side. as it stands right now, if you were to make a call, what would you say?
About to make a call to the government?
No, if you were to make a call as far as where to hang your coat right now.
Well, my coat is on my back at this point, and until we can evaluate in which direction, where the country is, it's always good to analyze and not join into something that, it will not work for you. But at this point, we are doing every assessment as far as the government side, the opposition side.
Okay.
1 minute, guys. Somebody to the door.
All right, no problem. Take it down. Yeah, Gina, over to you.
Thank you, CU. I think most of the talk will come after the SONA tomorrow, but the citizens are very, very, very hopeful. The citizens are very optimistic. They want to hear some bit of good news tomorrow. They want to hear that education this year, 2026, will be a little bit cheaper. People will get more access to education, more access to health facilities across the country, more access to most of these entities or facilities. There will be more job creation this year. Those are the kind of news that the citizens wants to listen to tomorrow after the SONA, because $1.2 billion budget, it means a lot to us. We are expecting the ordinary citizen to benefit a lot from this year budget. From the SONA tomorrow, we are expecting that the president will break all of the iceberg tomorrow to the citizens of the country. But again, one of the things that we should watch out for tomorrow is this issue of the majority and the minority bloc. Apparently tonight we might see information on Facebook or wheresoever that those guys will not be attending the SONA tomorrow based on personal reasons. We don't know yet. I'm hearing information that the president have not yet signed the budget based on some internal issues with the executive and that of the Senate. So up till now, the president has not yet signed the budget to turn it into handbills. But we will get more shock tomorrow that the budget is not passed over to the Liberian people. It's not signed and given to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. If that does not happen tomorrow, we get more concern as to what is happening to our country national budget. So we're looking up to the SONA tomorrow. We're looking up to it, hoping that it will be very, very eye-catching. It will be great for our citizens. It will be great for all of us that will be listening. And we'll take all of the keys from there to come and discuss it on here. But we're still watching the process, CEO.
Yeah, I think the SONA comes at a very pivotal point in our country. There's so much going on now, from the international stage to domestic politics to everything. And I think that's what the SONA is intended for, with the president being the leader. We are hoping, the people in Liberia will be hoping to hear from him to address these issues, from the visa issue, Liberia being put on that 75 country ban when it comes to immigrant visa. Some of the accomplishment. The foreign minister has been very effective, I would say. So the government has been very effective from that end, because she works for this government, and all her accomplishments. She's been doing a lot of stuff, meeting with a lot of big people, securing, putting Liberia on the map. When it comes to UN, the United Nations Council, the seat. Yeah, she's done a lot. When it comes to the foreign operation, our country has done a lot. That's something that look forward to hearing more from the president when it comes to that. But on the flip side too, like I said, the visa issues and other things are affecting the Liberian people. We look forward to hearing what the president will say on that. Those are all pivotal issues. Now, Liberians will be expecting a lot from the government, not just empty promises, the job issue, the cost of living, when it comes to the bill that you just talked about, the budget, when it comes to that, the AML deal, the signing of it, the affected community. Like I said, I haven't heard that part of why is it not in law yet? Why haven't they signed it yet? There was some word on the street here that the bill was being the AML deal was being pushed real fast for them to sign it, for it to pass, because they wanted it to be in the SONA for the president to talk about it. So just so many things that we'll be looking forward to hearing tomorrow for the president to address that. But the news that you're breaking tonight, if that's the case, then that's very terrible, because at this time that budget should have been signed by the president. But yeah, so that's what we're looking forward to hear tomorrow.
Exactly, CEO. So we don't know yet what would be the decision of some of those members from the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. We are expecting a lot from them, but again, is we expect that the president will break most of the good news to the Liberian people tomorrow, especially when it comes to education, when it comes to healthcare. We are expecting all of those things to be addressed tomorrow in the SONA, like you said. They are at the international level. I think Liberia has been doing pretty well. The foreign minister has been trying her best. Sarah Beslo-Yanti has been trying her best. But again, the USA, they come up with decision and all of that. So we're expecting that the president will be able to address some of those major issues tomorrow. I saw a report that most of the Liberians in the US, they live on government. I don't know whatever they call that. But I think the president has to also address that. He has been really engaged with the diaspora community. He has been calling on them that they should desist from the attitude of remittance, just sending $50, $20 to family members in Liberia, and focus more on infrastructure development, job creation in Liberia, all of that. So we're expecting more. We're expecting more from the president tomorrow. If we do not hear more from him, especially with the 1.2 billion budget, then we will get surprised. We'll start questioning the administration. Sam, let's hear you.
Well, yes. So this is the thing, though. I am really and ready to listen to the president when it comes to the concern of youth employment in a country. Country is the way. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, I can take it from you. You can set up when you come back, when you finish. Yeah,
I've got a question for us tonight, though. Is it that our problem in Liberia is the low budget that we've been having as a country, or the mismanagement of funds that we've been doing as a country?
I think it's a little bit of both, but it comes down to management. You know, it's not how much you have, it's how you manage the little that you have, or whatever you have. So the corruption has been our major issue in Liberia. The way things are done, the way money is allocated, the way the government uses it, the way.
So guys, sorry, I got some people coming in, so I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. You know, so like I said, I will be listening to the president to see, to address the youth employment, what is happening in the country. You know, when there's no job, our people say hungry man is an angry man. When there is no job in the country, it's concerning. When the president came to power, I think he said there will be youth employment. It's one of his priority. So I think for the past 3 years, I will be listening to the number of youth that have been employed, and then we will go from there. We're looking forward to really seeing what the president has accomplished. I think the rescue mission, the rescue team came with vision. They said they were going to rescue the country. Okay, so it's been 3 years. Are we better off today than yesterday? That's a question I continue to ask. Every time I turn around and listen and read and hear about it, massive corruption in his government, I'm concerned. What is he doing about it? So we want to listen to all of these things tomorrow to dissect his speech. And the speech is not going to change a lot. What's going to change Liberia is action. He's a president that is in a good position to change Liberia. At age 70 some, I mean 80 some more year old man, if I were him, I won't care a whole lot now. What I would do is to just lead the rightful way, do the right thing for Liberia, not being afraid of who's going to vote me again, who's not going to vote me again. So I think President Baka is in a good position to change the country. If he doesn't, it will be a failure. We are looking forward to the speech tomorrow.
It's the first time in the history of Liberia for us to have $1.2 billion as our national budget for a year. What are you expecting from this national budget of 2026, $1.2 billion? What are the changes that you expect for Liberia to have?
Well, so this is my concern with it's good to have a huge budget like that, but is the budget going to impact the citizen of the country, or is the budget going to go into, is it going into the pocket of the representatives and the senators and stuff like that?
So
So
one thing I can tell you for sure is that um, have a 50 million or less than 50, 48 million is going to the legislature. So that one is clear. 48 million. The budget of the speaker has increased massively. The budget of the Senate pro tem has also increased massively. The budget of the vice president has also increased massively. So to get that done with, I think a lot of that money is going to salary. That's what I can say for now as unconfirmed information.
so this is where my concern comes into play, because let's look at Liberia. We're talking about 1 point something billion dollars. Okay,
Mhm.
let's take the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, gentlemen. Let's be honest to ourselves. What this guy is really doing to get $1 million budget. What's the function of the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, who goes to work twice a week, to have 1 point some more million as a budget? Where does he go? From Monrovia to where? To a house? So this Liberia is polluted. This country is polluted. It needs a change. And who can make that change is Joseph Baka. Joseph Baka needs to stay now and say, you know what? I will cut my salary to this a month. Let's look at the representative and the senator to see why would they have the kind of budget? What are they doing different? Going to work 2 days a week, and you're going to have
I
a
want to
$1 million budget?
I want to ask you this question, Sam. I think it's a promotional question for you. Do you think we will get the change we want in Liberia if we are having a rotational leadership with the same group of people since 2005?
The answer to that question is big No. No.
Why?
You can't recircle this scene right. I'm sorry to say, I know I will take the beat for it. You can't circle ratting politicians and think that you will get a change that you will ever deserve. No, these people are just there for themselves. That's why you see when time comes, the recircle. This one will change from this party to this party, and you think it's just because of commitment. Is my former political leader, a man who I admire, that his style of living, Kekura Putu, where the sunshine, we all hang our clothes.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if the sunshine, we hang our clothes with the idea to transform Liberia, that is good. If the sunshine and we want to hang our clothes just to put it in our pocket, then that's not good for Liberia.
I don't know where we get this mentality from, CU. I'm going to come to you. You will have a representative that will serve in Montserrat County with no impact, zero impact. Let me call the name tonight. Thomas Fala. You have a representative that serves in a district that has no impact on the people. But when he noticed that he's getting a very low visibility within that district, he's getting unpopular within that district, he will cross over to another county or another district and he will get elected within that county. What is going on with we Liberians? What's happening? You got someone, let's say Thomas Fala, you got Edwin
Elvis-
Mervis Snow. These
Elvis,
people serve. They have served in another place. You saw no impact in that area. And they leave to come to your district. You elect them. Sam, I'm still going to ask you again. Which one of the entity or the ministry in Liberia that you think this 2026 we need an overhaul? We need changes in that particular ministry. Which one do you think?
Man, bunch of them, almost all of them.
Don't be afraid.
The only area that I think I would think that they're doing a little better is the Ministry of Public Works. At least we are seeing some social media videos, which I'm yet to confirm some of them. So I think if what they are showing, if what it is, then I will give them a little bit of credit for what they're doing. Because to build road is not an easy thing. And Liberia needs road. Our country, over since the war, maybe I would say since the creation. So we are seeing some signs of improvement. But if what I'm seeing on the social, like I said, what I'm seeing on the social media is that what it is, then I will give them a little bit of credit. Other than that, I see nowhere to give them credit because everywhere you look, people will put up about heavy corruption going on in almost every entity in Liberia. So yes, I will give Ministry of Public Works a little bit of credit.
Now, which one of the ministry in Liberia that needs an overhaul? I want you to answer this question for me.
Let's look at the education sector. Let's look at Ministry of Education, especially what is, that is dear to my heart. Liberian kids are struggling when it comes to learning. Ministry of Education is doing nothing, absolutely nothing. You got all these bunch of super schools everywhere. I call them behind the schools, behind the building, behind the house, schools everywhere. They are fooling the young people. Listen, let me give you an example. My niece, two of my nieces were in some kind of school behind a house school in Pinsville, right there. They said they were doing good, getting the 190 and all of these things, thinking that they're really doing good. I moved them from Monrovia and sent them to Ganter. They are now in what is that bully? No, that I'm forgetting his name, but he has a good school in Ganter, pretty much Americanized. The school is really good. They can really teach. They get computer lab, everything. When my nieces went there, they started struggling. The grades that they were getting, the 90, the 100s, disappearing. I asked them what's going on. Oh, Daddy, the school is too hard. Why is it hard? Because we don't understand the system. I had to hire tutor. I know tutor to be helping them, and I paid the guy $60 every month. So you can see clearly that there are a lot of behind the school, behind the house or school buildings everywhere, and the Ministry of Education is doing nothing to really checkmate these schools. Are they really good for our kids? Are they really teaching? Are they changing their curriculum for the kids? Because we are in the 21st century. Liberia said teaching something from 1979. Some of them from like 1991. What are we doing? Technology. We want to have a country where students can sit down in Liberia and communicate directly with the children in China. We want to have a competition. We want to have IT. We want to technology competition. Listen. People say teaching a blackboard writing. These things no longer exist in many countries. So yes, it's a concern for me when it comes to Ministry of Education, and most especially.
Thank you. I agree with you 100%. The Ministry of Education in Liberia needs to do more. It needs to do more when it comes to the curriculum. It needs to do more when it comes to the learning facilities. They need to do more. But for me personally, I think the LTA, the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, we need an overhaul at that particular entity. We cannot be living in the 21st century and people still suffer from internet system in Liberia. The two companies in Liberia, the Lone Star, the Orange, they are exploiting the people. I believe a serious exploitation is going on. LTA is not regulating very well. And I want the president tomorrow during the SONA to call these entities to order, order them to order during the SONA. The Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Agriculture. It's terrible. CEO, let's hear you, my boss.
Yeah, it's a little difficult given the fact that the SONA has not been presented or given yet. So for us to critique that, it'll be hard. So we are just expecting, right, what we anticipating what he will talk about. The entire arrest agenda. What have they been up to? You remember the organization Mote or Nemot, graded them terribly. Is he going to speak, about that? Because if you notice in this SONA that is coming up, I think Liberians are tired of getting all these promises that are not being, implemented. So we'll be expecting more about timeline, specifics, facts, and admitting, because sometimes leaders need to admit where they have a little bit of shortfall and stuff. Admit to the Liberian people that they promised this in their arrest agenda, they have not accomplished it yet. But here at the protocol they have in place, the plan they have in place to be able to address those issues. So there will be so many things that the people of Liberia will be listening to tomorrow. Hopefully, our president will be able to address those. But I'm more concerned about the AML deal and the budget. Like you said, hopefully it has been signed to law. I'm pretty sure hopefully by tomorrow it will be signed to law. But just so many things. The international thing, Liberia is now seated on the UN Council. It positions us really well when it comes to making impact into peace building in the world, around the world. And I hope our country, Liberia, will utilize that in the right way. And what is the president doing about corruption? What is he doing about corruption? Suspending people is not just auto it, but is he implementing what has he put in place for those who are involved in that corruption? Those that were alleged to have been involved into some sort of corruption. Is the law in place to be able to persecute them? Because you can get someone out there, but you don't persecute them, it becomes meaningless. So what is he doing about corruption? What is he doing about job? Our people need job. The economy, the young people there, they are in need of job. They can come out all day and say Jose, and say all these good things, but without jobs, the country becomes vulnerable to so many things, to crime, to so many things that you don't want the society to be doing. So there's so many things that we look forward to hearing tomorrow. Again, after the speech tomorrow, we'll be back on here. I know tonight we're just having a quick intro to that. Tomorrow after the speech, we'll be back on here to dissect and see. But as far as the ministry go, I think I alluded to that earlier. I'm a big fan of the foreign ministry. I think the foreign ministry is doing exceptionally well. The lady there, the foreign minister, is doing well. Is pushing the Liberian people's agenda, and I hope she continues. But overall, it's going to be interesting. We look forward to hearing what he will say, if there will be any big changes. But I want to see what he will say about the budget and what he will say about all the other deals.
Yes, thank you so much. So my concern is really has to do with corruption as well. The president, and it's not all about the president as well too. It's the judiciary system that we have in the country. I can see at some point in time, I saw Samuel 12, whatever 12 is, going to court. Then Pinabono went there, and all the cases, what happened to them? What happened to them? We have not heard anything. Samuel 12 is passing around, stating that nothing can happen to him. Is he above the law? Or money has bought the judges in the country? I mean, is that the way we run a country? That's where I always say this and let people beat me on this. There are a lot of bunch of rotting politicians and rotting judges. And the country will never be better if we have the judicial system that is so corrupt that you can get them money and they just silence your case. Okay? And the investors, last night we were talking about investors. How can the investors have confidence in the country, and I mean interest to come develop or maybe invest in the country if the judicial system is really rotting? Because I want, what it will say is that, okay, well, I mean, they will have no confidence, number one, no trust, two, because to protect their money. Okay. So I think it's about time that we will need a judicial reform when our own brother from Nimba County, the Chief Justice, when his word was to reform the judicial system. But at this point, I think he had reformed it by appointing, that was the first reform, to appoint his own son. When there was an outcry in the country, I think he had to withdraw the appointment, whatever it was. But I think Bessie has a lot of responsibility. If the country is to be better, he has a lot of responsibility to take on. Okay? So this is where we are. This is where my concern is. We will listen to the president tomorrow and how you're going to address and tackle some of these things.
Right.
So we're looking forward to that.
That's great. We are looking forward to that. CEO, we will take this break, and when we come back, we will try to call it a day here. Still with us and keep listening. Sometimes it's difficult to take a musical break now, the way Facebook and Facebook have a very policy when it comes to copyright issues. So to play music, to take a break with music, it becomes very difficult for us. I think I should have something here from the 1% angle. I don't know if I have it here. Okay. I think, let's go to our man, Asher Speed. We'll be right back. Still with us.
Yeah.
It's the oldest, very oldest cotton tree in Africa.
The oldest cotton tree.
The oldest cotton tree in Africa. In 1847, Liberia was declared the first black independent republic in Africa. The first black independent republic in Africa.
Wait. So they came from America to back to here?
Yes.
1822?
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yes. So welcome to the Providence Island.
Providence Island, y'all.
Yes.
All right, we got presentation. And they were the cool people. We are your family. We are also Watkins from Maryland County.
Watkins?
Yeah, we came from Ohio and we settled in Maryland. So we are Watkins.
You were Watkins?
Watkins. Yes, the Watkins family. Watkins family. From the
What's your
global
name?
tribe. My name is Francis Watkins, and this is Alfred Watkins. These are your family. So we are your family. We started from Ohio and we went to Maryland County. So this is our dress code. This is how we dress. This is how we the global people. Yes. Yes. So we want to put a quote on you.
Y'all really from Watkins?
Yes.
Y'all last name Watkins?
Yes.
Y'all came from Ohio? Really?
Yes.
Who your dad?
Yes. From Watkins.
What's y'all family name from Ohio?
Okay, that's it. Again, we are expecting a lot from the president's speech tomorrow. we're expecting that he will say the agricultural sector will have a big boost in 2026. We are expecting him to say the educational sector will have a very big boost. We are expecting him to say the health sector in Liberia will have a big boost. And of course, we are expecting a very, very more from the SONA tomorrow. See you. Let's hear your final thought before we go tonight.
Oh yeah. So as I was saying, man, is we look forward to tomorrow's SONA, and we'll have enough topic to come here and dissect and discuss. We just came here as a prelude for tomorrow to see what the president is going to be talking about, and it's going to be exciting. Again, I look forward to hearing from him. Jobs for the young people. What plan, specific timeline, addressing these AML, other concessions. What specific timeline he has for those, and corruptions. What is he doing about that? And hopefully he speaks a little bit about the foreign investment. They have now investment, and about the foreign move, the progress that they have made, because that's a plus. The arrest agenda, how far are they? Are they accomplishing what they promised, or where are they when it comes to the arrest agenda that they proposed? So those will be what I'll be looking forward to tomorrow. We'll have all our panelists on here tomorrow to join us as we dissect the president's speech.
Thank you very much, CEO. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Mr. Cyrus Bali.
Yes, again, our ears are open, and we will be listening to the president tomorrow. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait what he's going to say to the Liberian people. I can't wait. When he came to power, he said he's going to rescue the country. How is he rescuing this country? I can't wait for him to address the bread and butter issues in the country with the market women. I mean, is the price there's enterprise control. And one of the things that I would want for President Baka to really, if he can think and address this thing in our country, all the noise we're making, Liberia will be better. Is how can we? It's a big question. How can we take off the US dollars from the streets of Liberia? How can we really use our own money for the country? All the noise we're making is because the corruption, the this, the that, the foundation, the root cause to this is US dollars. Because even the foreigners that come into our country, they are coming there to take US dollars to carry anywhere because US dollars have more power. And how can we really use our own Liberian dollar? If people want to use US dollar, they can just go and do and exchange it in a bureau instead of using it to buy stuff in Liberia. How can Joseph Boakai really address this long term? Since 1847, we have been using American money. Is it helping us? Or is it hurting the country continuously since? So it's a problem. I was reading about it a couple of days ago. It's a problem from way the foundation of this country. How can we change that thing? I think Joseph Boakai is in a good position to change it because why? At 80 some old year old man, what does he care? I know big hands can be in it, but is he going by for the second term? If not, he has a responsibility to deliver Liberia. So tonight, I want to tell you people, thank you. Tell the listeners and our viewers, thank you. We are looking forward to hearing from the president tomorrow, and we will decide, we will dissect his speech and see what we can take from there and give it back to the people of Liberia. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for being here tonight, Mr. Sam. It's great having you on the show as always. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
That's great again, folks. We are going to be here tomorrow, and we're going to be discussing the President's State of the Nation address. The SONA will be happening tomorrow in Monrovia at the Capitol building, or the Executive Mansion, as we may call that. And after that, we will appear on here tomorrow as we discuss that in depth to analyze or dissect what the president will say tomorrow in his State of the Nation address. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful conversation. And we will anticipate that all of us who will be listening will call on to make our input and all of that. Again, thank you for following. Thank you for listening. Have a pleasant good night.